We are in 2025, and over the past 2 years, I managed to get my clients to make over $4.2 million in net revenue. And for the first time, I'm going to be uncovering all the secrets that me and my clients put into the table for free here in this video. So let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, we're going to be, addressing what most coaches do. And this is probably you, so pay attention. Okay, so what most coaches do, I mean coaches, consultants, this applies to online coaches. Maybe I specialize in online coaches in the fitness niche, but I also teach coaches and consultants that help other business professionals achieve their goals, like their goals in a monetary way. So what most coaches do is that they post a reel in Instagram or wherever. They post a reel in social media, then they receive comments, and then they expect DMs. And that doesn't work. So I'm sorry to tell you, that doesn't work. So when they don't receive the DM, they repeat the cycle, and what they do is they post more reels so that they can get more comments, so they can expect they have more DMs. But that doesn't work. So instead, in a very simplified way, what they should do is they should create content, right? Develop engaging and relevant content for their audience, like with purpose. We will see that in the future. We will see that in the video. But they create content, they attract attention, they draw audience to the content that really gets them to the desired outcome that they want to get. Then they implement a proven system and an established process that gets the client from point A to point B, and then they convert those clients. So they turn those clients into sales and ultimately clients. So this is, in a very simplified manner, what I teach my clients. So what I teach my clients in a very simplified manner, and in this video we're gonna get into the nitty-gritty. So what I teach them is they post. So they start a conversation, but they post with purpose. I will tell you how to do it. Then they get a DM. So they don't just get a DM to get a client directly. So they get a DM to make a diagnosis of the problem that potential customer has. Then they hop into a call. They show them the system, the exact proven system that will get them to the desired outcome with the techniques I will show you later on in this video. And then they close, if that makes sense. This is really important, right? This is not just a sales technique that you will see on the internet, that you need to convince the person that your process or your system is the one thing that they need to do. Instead, they make them know that that's the problem they have, and I or the person in the terms has the right solution. So if that makes sense, you won't even need to make a sale to that person. That person will ask you for the service, right? So these are also some results, just in case people don't believe things. I understand that, because in the internet, that's plenty of things. I have a track record of 8.5 years doing this, so I don't need to explain. Yeah, so this is why content alone doesn't get clients, as we were talking. So if you just post content, maybe this is you, maybe. So if you just post content, then receive likes from your friends, from the people that admire, I don't know, what you share, or maybe your physique, or I don't know what, and you just wait for DMs, don't get DMs, what you do, or maybe not you, but what most people do, is that they post more content. They start in that vicious cycle of, okay, I need to post more content and better content, like editing wise or scripting wise or hook wise, post more content and make more frequent posts so that I can get clients. But guess what? You still get no clients. So what you need to do in that case is you need to shift the strategy. You need to change the approach. You need to change the approach that you get into making content, and shift completely the strategy to start conversations that really initiate discussions, so that you can make the diagnosis for that exact client, and that exact client can see that you are the one, right? So that being said, let's get into what really matters. Okay, so I will show you the client acquisition system that me and my client use. So I apply into my clients and I install. I make way more things. I make them automate almost all their business, but for the purpose of this video, I will tell you the steps that you need to follow with the blueprint that I will tell you, and you can use this like right when you finish this video. You can apply this. Okay, so what we'll do in this client acquisition system, which by the way you don't need an audience to put into work, it's gonna be, first of all, you're gonna solve one painful problem, just one painful problem. You need to be like niche down, not ultra niche, but you need to be niche down with one painful problem. Then you are gonna post with purpose. I will tell you how to post with purpose later on in like 1 minute. And then you need to offer the exact value that the client really needs to get to their desired outcome, so that you can hop into a call and you can shift from that chat to a call in a natural way, and then you close simple. Okay, so that being said, let's get into those points one by one, right? First, as I told you, you need to solve one painful problem. Just think about your ICP. Your ICP is your ideal customer profile. So think about the person that you will sell your content, your program, your service, whatever. I recommend high ticket services, but you can do however you want. But high ticket servicing is the faster way to it. Okay, so first of all, you need to take this into account. People don't pay for coaching. They pay you so that you can solve their pain and you can make them achieve their desired outcome as fast as possible in the best manner as possible, right? So here's the thing. You don't need to really go for a ultra niche. Just pick a specific pain, and with that pain, make your content around that pain, so that your content can make sense to your ideal customer, and your ideal customer can ultimately become a sale. Okay, so for example, this applies also like to online coaches and also to consultants. Applies to both, but maybe you can choose from, this is just an example, not getting clients consistently, posting but no engagement, burnt out one-on-ones, and they can scale. So this is like this one, I'm telling you, this one is a really useful thing I see in online coaches. They are burnt out with one-on-ones and they can't scale because they don't have system, they don't have process. So maybe you can go through that. Okay, so another one could be doubting if their offer will work, so they change their offer every week. So pick one of these, just one of these or whatever niche makes sense for you, right? But these are just examples. Pick one of these and build everything around solving that specific pain, a specific problem. When you have that, you will post 3 times a week, at least 3 times a week. The storage is a whole different case. This is gonna be for post, but the stories, if you want to know about stories, just let me know in the comments and I will make a specific video about that. So maybe on Monday, because you need to turn that value into attention, so maybe on Monday you can post, do this if you're not getting coaching clients, right? Then on Wednesday you can post why 99% of new coaches fail to grow. And on Friday you can go just for the message. You can, here's the message I would send today to book a sales call. So as you see, you are always, all the time, speaking about the same pain. Like you are addressing the same elephant in the room. And you don't need to, I'm telling you here, but you don't need to sound smart. Like, for example, in this video, I don't try to sound smart. I just try to let you know what really works. And my only goal really with this video is that you pay attention to this, you implement this, and you come back to this video and you say, oh, I applied this for like 3-4 weeks and this works. Okay, so don't try to sound smart, be clear with the things. And very, very important, as I told you before, is that you need to be specific. Like, say what most coaches think, but don't say. Like, when you consume content, you want to consume the content that you are that you feel relatable to. So if you say what most people think in their mind, but they don't say, you will connect you with your ICP. So that's the thing. Okay, next up. Next, when you do that content on purpose, you need to hop into the DMs. So for the DMs, you need to have a strategy. For this case, I will tell you a manual strategy, but if you want, just let me know in the comments. I can also guide you through an automated strategy with ManyChat that I implement directly into my client system. So with the DMs, you need to start conversations. So you don't need to sell. People are like, oh yeah, send me the word change, and I will tell you about my system, or I will tell you about my services. That doesn't work. You need to start conversations. You need to start conversations that then drive attention to your system, but you don't need to sell your system. You need to make your ICP feel that he's in a safe place and he's in a place where you are going to be guiding him or her, right? So for this, you need to make them react to stories and reply to comments. But instead, what you can do is, instead of doing like just a cold outreach, you can go to her profile, because this is saying, as I told you before, this is with no audience. Like, this is if you don't have like 50K followers. This is just maybe you have 100, 200, 300, 1,000. And if you have more, congratulations, you're going to be doing better. But you can react to stories of that person that maybe interacted with your profile. Maybe he put a like into your post. Whatever. Go into that profile, react to stories on purpose, right? Not just a normal reaction. React to stories, reply to comments, and send a DM. Like, this should be an example. Send a DM like, hey man, I saw your post about struggling with leads. I've been there. So what's your current offer looking like? This is not just you selling the people something. This is just you genuinely interested about that person so that you can help him, and then he can see the value, and then you can ask. So as I state here, 80% needs to be give and 20% needs to be ask. Gary Vee has a book like years ago. I wrote that book. It was called Yap, right hook. So you need to give, and then you ask. And I'm telling you, if you do this right, you don't even need to ask. He will ask you for your system. So take that in mind. All right, so next up, you need to offer value in the chat, like here, as much value as possible. And to do that, you need to have a real conversation with the person. So be really interested, as I told you, then detect the pain that customer has, and then confirm that they have an offer. Because you can scale an offer if they don't have a clear offer. So if they have one, and it really makes sense for you, you need to be ethic. If it makes sense to you to help that person, you can invite them softly to a call. Softly, not in an aggressive manner, softly. So you can say, for example, this is just an example. Oh yeah, so sounds like we could clean that up in 30 minutes. Want to jump into a call? I can show you how I help other coaches with the same pain you have. You're not going to say the same pain, but I can show you how I help people in the same situation as you fix it. And then you send a Calendly link, I'm sure you use Calendly, but you can use another software. But you can send a Calendly link, and prior to sending a Calendly link, prior to the person confirming, you're gonna send a 2-minute intro video so that person can be in the place that he's aware of what will be discussed in the sales call. Because you don't need to hope in a sales call without the person even not knowing what your offer will be. Okay, so that's really important. And last, this is not last, right? We want to see way more, but for this part, you need to close simple. Like, you need to close with clarity. You need to feel like you're not a psychologist, right? But you need to be in connection with that people. You need to give clarity to that client, and you need to give everything. Here's something that almost most coaches fail to do, and is that they don't release and they don't really offer any value in the call before the client pays. And that's a really bad idea. Why? Because if you don't show your ICP that you can really help him, how do you pretend he's going to pay you? So close with clarity. Identify their pain. Tell them their pain. Say what you will do, like in a very genuine manner. If you don't close this client, make sure that this potential client, knows that you are the best fit. Maybe he doesn't buy you in the first time. Maybe you do a second, third, fourth call. But make sure that he ends the call, whether he pays you or not, thinking that you are the best fit for their situation, right? So tell him what to do, and then tell him what the process would be. Like, make that person visualize what we achieve with you without overwhelming. So maybe what you could say, this is just an example once again, but you could say, cool, so here's what I would do if I were you. I have a system that helps fix this exam theme that you are going through. I have a system that helps fix this. So if it feels aligned with you, we can kick it off this week. What do you think? So this way, you are less of a person that wants to convince that potential customer, and you are more like a clarity guide. You are like the guide for the person that gives absolute clarity in their business, and they will feel the urge to buy from you. Not just you pushing and convincing them, but they will feel the need to pay you so that they can scale to the next level they want. Okay? So, let's convince you and give more clarity. With that being said, if you really apply this in a good way, you only need 5 people with a problem and a clear path to solve it. If you have that and you are really genuine, you can make, like, I don't know what you sell exactly, but if you sell systems, if you sell frameworks, there's no way you cannot charge like $2,000, for example, for the person a month. Why wouldn't you charge $2,000 a month to get one person from point A to point B and make their life better, and also make them have the ability to make more money and make those $2,000 in return really fast? Or maybe you just put an entry fee, and then the amount you charge a month is smaller. It depends on what you are like okay with. Or maybe you can just start selling a 3-month package. Some of my clients do that. You can just send them an offer with a 3-month package that you can charge, like, I don't know, $3,000, $4,000, right? Maybe $4,000 it's okay for 3 months. You can charge $4,000 for 3 months. If you do that with 5 people, you are making $20,000. So let's say you just do that with 3 people every single month. So you are getting even more money, and you are feeling like more comfortable because you don't need to be every single month giving results to that client. But with my system, and I will show you how, you don't even need to even need to think about that, because I tell my clients how to do it the right way, and I implement a system with automations that they can plug and play to their customers, so they can ensure that their clients make money with the investment they are making in them, right? So, all right. With that being said, we have here like the overview of what we're seeing in this video, and we will continue seeing. So now I want you to think about this, right? I want you to think about this. So with all we said in this video, if your coaching business looks like this, I'm sorry, but we need to talk. So if you post and your post don't convert and you repeat this cycle every time, right? If your stories don't get responses, you are posting every time but don't get responses, and if your offer changes every single week, and also you don't have a predictable income, meaning 1 month you're making 2K, the other month you're making 3K, the other month you're making 1K, and all of a sudden you don't have any clients. You are getting clients, but you don't know how to repeat it. You don't know how to make that monthly recurring revenue happen forever. And that's what gives you leverage. So these ones are not problems. Like, these are symptoms of you not having a system. And that's actually a good news for you, because you don't really have a problem. It's just that your system doesn't work, or you don't even have a system. So for that, I will show you the framework that me and my clients, in a very simplified manner, of course, use to get through that. So what we apply is what I call the silent funnel. So this is a funnel that needs no reels, no ads, and still works like wonders, I can tell you. So this is already, of course, very simplified. I won't tell you the exact funnel, because that's why my clients pay me. Not only because of this, but this is one of the things that I implement directly into the business, right? I don't even need to teach them, I implement them, okay? So first of all, you're gonna post micro content 3 times a week with purpose. Then you are gonna get a DM with a real question, and of course, I teach this inside the funnel, but you're gonna post a micro content with a genuine real question in the DMs, and then you are gonna send them a short video explaining the method. Like, you're gonna take your phone, right, and you're gonna have an already recorded video of you explaining your method or your system, and you're gonna send that to the person, but you're gonna send them in the DMs this video in the format that they can only watch one time. Okay, so not just a normal video, but a video that they can only watch one time, so that they will be like really focused on watching the video. And in that video, you will explain them everything in no more than 2 minutes. So then you will make a call to action, a genuine call to action, to a Calendly call, and they will hop in the call, and then the magic will happen. I will talk about this later. Okay, so just to keep in mind, the most profitable funnels are the one that no one sees. Like, if you have a very evident funnel that everyone has, you won't succeed. I'm sorry to tell you that you won't succeed. So the most profitable funnels are the one that no one sees. With that being said, and maybe I'm sorry to tell you, but this might be the reason why no one's buying your coaching, your service, or your system yet. With this video, this might change. Only if you apply, of course. We are 24 minutes into the video. And if you start applying when we finish the video, you might get results. What I'm sure is that if you don't apply after this video, you will not get results, like not at all. So this is what typical coaches say versus what high converting coaches say. So what typical coaches say is, I help. This is, for example, this applies to online coaches in the fitness niche, in the personal development niche. This applies to business consultants, to mentorships, to everything, right? For example, I help people get fit. That doesn't work. Like you need to say, for example, I help busy dads lose 8 kilograms in 90 days. For example, if you say, I offer mentorship. If I am your ICP, I don't even care if you offer mentorship. I really want to get to my desired outcome. I don't care if you offer mentorship, if you offer system, if you offer free resources, if you offer a webinar, a VSL, I don't care. I want to get to my desired outcome. So you need to say, for example, I help new coaches close their first 5 clients, for example, in 90 days or in 3 months, or the time frame you want to say, right? And the last one, this is the one this is the one I hate the most. DM me for info. I'm sorry to tell you, but no one is gonna DM you for info. For the same reason I told you here. I don't care if you offer mentorship. I'm not gonna DM you for info. Instead, you put something like this. Comment ready and I'll send you the system. Okay, if you are in a higher conscious level, you are gonna be like really interested in my system. But you're not gonna DM me just for info, for information of the system. You're gonna really genuinely send me a message so that I can show you more about the exact system that I'm looking for. So maybe DM the word ready and I'll send you the system, right? So that being said, positioning, and this is really important, positioning is 80% of sales. Like 80% of the sale is positioning and the rest is delivery. So you need to position yourself as the authority in your niche, but also, even if you don't have followers, you need to be the one. Right? So you need to be the one. You need to be that person that it's the only and perfect fit for your ICP. And for that, you need to do everything with purpose. So following that, I wanna just give you some posts that can get DM even with 200 followers. I'm not saying it just out of random questions. I'm saying this because this is what I implemented exactly 7 weeks ago with a client of mine, right? That had no Instagram. He opened the Instagram page 7 weeks ago, and he's now getting, has 9 clients in these 7 weeks, just because he's turning value into attention on social media. So some of the posts I use with him, and you can just steal from me. I don't even care. You can steal this, but please apply them. Would be this. Like what I would do if I started my coaching business today. Another one. This system got me more clients than all my reels combined. You don't need more leads. You need more leverage. And another one could be this. This is the post that got me 5 calls with 0 likes. So if you see that, this is getting the desired outcome without doing the things that your ideal customer thinks that he needs to do to achieve that. This is really clear. Like, this is the post that got me 5 calls with 0 likes. And the ICP is going to be thinking, what? Like, my posts are supposed to get likes so that I can have calls, right? And you then show them that there's another way, and that way is with your system. So the last one could be, I built, and we use this, and it works like wonders. Like you can post, I built this Notion and clients love it, free inside. And this got us like, I think it was like 45 book calls just with this post. So you can do that right now. But also, you need to apply this to your niche. We use a Notion templates because we were focusing on people that want to scale their offer with online clients. But maybe it doesn't make sense for you. Maybe it's an Excel sheet. Maybe it's a PDF. Maybe it's a guide. Maybe it's just a quick video of 12 minutes where you explain everything. I don't know, right? So take this into account. Not all posts are made to go viral, right? Some of them are just made to convert quietly. And as I told you in the silent funnel, the most profitable funnels are the one no one sees. So just take that into account. Okay, we are close to the finish, but not yet. Okay, so how to make people message you first? This is really important. As I told you before, you need to turn value into attention. So the way to do that in a very simplified manner, of course, I'm not gonna go like balls deep into it, but first of all, you put a painful truth post, something that really makes the ICP feel relatable to that. Then you introduce what I call an open loop, which is you show them the pain they have. You open the loop that you have the answer, you have the system. You ask if they want that, and you put a CTA so that you can send them that thing. I'm telling you, this seems simple, but if you apply this and if you deliver this every single week or every other day, the results are there, but you need to apply, right? So this is really important to you, and this is something I like to tell my clients. People love to raise their hand, so let them do it. When you were in school, when you were younger, you love to raise your hand when you have a question. So people, your audience, don't want you to tell them exactly, like, for example, people don't want you to tell them exactly, this is the way that you can solve your problem. No, they need you to tell them that they have that problem, they identify that, you have a system, and then you can be the one, as I told you before, to solve that problem for them, don't for them, right? Like, don't for them, what I mean, DFW, don't for you. So you need to have a done for you offer ready for that client, right? So this is how you, or at least my clients, can close sales without feeling salesy, right? So you need to turn value into truth, as I told you before. And this also have no reels, no ads, and still works. So you need to address their pain, as I told you. You need to repeat their pain and desire and give your recommendation for that pain to be resolved as a next logical steps. And you need to use conditional language. Like, if we go ahead and we solve your problem and we get you your first five high ticket playing clients in the next 9 days, would it make sense to you to enter into the service? And then you just wait for an answer. And then you need to close with clarity. Like, as I told you, would it make sense to start with that? And if they say yes, that's your customer. But you are not being salesy. You are not pushing them. You are just letting them know that you are the best possible outcome for them to really achieve their goals, right? So, as I told you before, people don't say yes to pressure, they say yes to precision. So you need to be really precise with your offer, and not only with your offer, but also what the implementation that you will make into the business so that they can get to that desired outcome, right? So, to summarize it, I'm sorry, maybe I talk a little bit loud. I'm sorry. So, when it clicks, this is what you will see. I'm telling you. So, people will reply without you pushing them. Your calendar will be full of calls each week. This sounds like a topic, but this will happen. Calls will feel natural. This is very important. It will feel natural. It won't feel forced. And you will have absolute clarity about who you are speaking to. So you don't need to be relying on algorithms, hashtags, or anything that people tell you need to be relying on, right? So, that being said, if your business feels boring, that's a good sign. That's a really good sign. So if you are running your business and it feels a little bit boring and a little bit like linear, you are in a good path, and I'm telling you, you are. So this is everything we saw in today's video. This is the first video I uploaded in this channel. I have a different channel on YouTube that maybe you don't know yet. I also have an Instagram account with more than 3K followers. I have also an email list with 85K leads. But I opened this exact YouTube channel because it's been years that I was like thinking about maybe revealing everything that I've been doing for the past 7.5 years. I've been 8.5 years in this, but 7.5 years going hand in hand with clients, scaling their offer. And it felt natural to me to just start the channel and reveal everything. Needless to say, of course, if you want to be the next one, if you want to be a client of mine, if you want to be someone that really wants to get to their goal, just let me know. I will put down there maybe a contact info so that you can just contact me and maybe put a form where you can tell me a little bit more about it. If we are a good fit, we will start working. And if not, no problem. I will continue uploading these videos. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. Also, put in the comments if you want to see a specific video about this, because I will be making a lot of videos. So, yep, let me know if it makes sense, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.